welcome to Fabulous Chef. So in today's video, let's see how to make a very creamy and delicious mushroom spaghetti recipe. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. So without further delay, let's get started and see the ingredients for this delicious recipe.
Today I've taken 1 packet of spaghetti. We need about 10 garlic cloves which is crushed. Let's take sufficient salt. We need about 1 tablespoon of oregano. This is readily available in departmental stores. Today I've taken about 1 packet of milky mushrooms. You can use any mushroom of your choice. Even button mushrooms are very good for this recipe. Today I've taken about 100 grams of butter. We also need about 2 large onions which is finely chopped. 1 liter of milk which is boiled and cooled to room temperature. We need about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour or maida. And we also need about 1 tablespoon of sugar.
So the ingredients for a delicious mushroom spaghetti is ready. Let's get started and see how to make this recipe.
Now let's take a large pan. Into the pan let's add sufficient water and add the spaghetti. The spaghetti should soak completely in the water. When the water starts boiling, let's add also sufficient salt to the water. Now you can see that the spaghetti is completely soaked in the water. Now let's add sufficient salt. The water should taste like seawater. Now you can see that the spaghetti is well cooked. We can check it by tasting a strand of spaghetti. Now let's take a cup of water, the boiling water from the spaghetti, and keep it aside. We can use it for the sauce later. Now let's strain the water from the spaghetti and keep it aside. Now let's take half of the butter and let's add it into the spaghetti. After adding the butter, let's mix it thoroughly. This avoids the spaghetti from sticking to one another. It becomes nice and slippery. Now let's prepare the sauce. Now let's take another pan. When the pan is nice and hot, let's add the rest of the butter. Today I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of butter. Now let's wait till the butter melts. Now at this stage let's add about 10 garlic cloves which is crushed. This gives a nice flavor to the sauce. Let's stir fry it for about 2 to 3 minutes till all the aroma is well released in the butter. Now we can see that the garlic is sizzling well. At this stage, let's add the chopped large onions. Today I have taken about 2 large onions which is finely chopped. Now let's add it into the garlic and stir fry it for another 2 to 3 minutes. When the onions become nice and opaque, let's add the mushrooms. And also add sufficient salt. Let's add about 1 teaspoon of salt and about 1 teaspoon of pepper. You can alter the pepper powder according to your taste. Mix everything thoroughly. Now at this stage, let's add the water from the spaghetti Mix it thoroughly, check the seasoning, and let's close the pan with the lid and allow the mushroom to cook for another 10 to 15 minutes till it's well cooked and nice and soft. So after 10 minutes, let's check the mushrooms. You can see that the mushrooms are well cooked and it's nice and sizzling. All the water from the mushroom has come out. Today I've used the milky mushrooms, but you can also use the button mushroom. That is also a very good option for this recipe. Wait till all the water is well absorbed by the mushrooms. Now you can see that the mushrooms are quite dry. At this stage, let's add about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Mix it thoroughly. Reduce the flame to slow. Now immediately let's add the boiled milk into the mushrooms. I've taken about 1 liter of boiled milk. Let's add the milk gradually into the mushrooms and give it a quick mix. The all-purpose flour makes the gravy nice and thick. At this stage, you can increase the flame to medium and allow the milk to boil. Let's also add about 1 tablespoon of sugar. Mix everything thoroughly and check the seasoning. Now let's sprinkle some oregano, about 1 teaspoon of oregano. This gives a nice flavor to our spaghetti sauce. Now let's mix everything thoroughly and allow it to boil for about 5 to 10 minutes. As our sauce starts boiling, you can see it's becoming nice and thick and creamy. This sauce should reach a thick soup consistency. Our sauce has started bubbling. You can see that the sauce is already becoming nice and thick and creamy. So this is the consistency that we are looking for, friends. Now we can switch off the flame and our white sauce is absolutely ready. Now let's take a bowl and transfer the spaghetti into the bowl. Let's start plating the spaghetti. You can see that the butter has made our spaghetti nice and slippery. Now let's add the white sauce. A nice and hot and creamy white sauce is absolutely ready. So that's it, friends. A delicious, creamy and mouth-watering mushroom with white sauce spaghetti is absolutely ready. So let's start tasting it. It's absolutely yummy and creamy. Now let's taste the mushrooms. The mushrooms are nice and juicy.
So that's it, friends. A delicious and yummy and creamy mushroom spaghetti is absolutely ready. So do try this delicious recipe and let me know your comments. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. See you all soon with another interesting recipe.